Hey everybody, before we get into today's episode, here's something cool. Debloat by Lumo is a clean, effective supplement designed to support digestion and relieve bloating quickly. It works by breaking down carbs, fats, and proteins into smaller, more digestible pieces so your body can absorb nutrients better. And with only 4 food-based ingredients, it keeps things simple and clean.
Check it out at trylumo.co and use the code INFOONTHEGO for 15% off. You can find the link in the show notes. Feeling overwhelmed by life's challenges? At Salt River Therapy, their therapists provide you with a safe, affirming space to heal and grow.
Salt River Therapy Practice offers compassionate, quality therapy for individuals and couples, both in person in Brooklyn and virtually throughout New York and New Jersey. Salt River Therapy specializes in anxiety, grief, low self esteem, identity issues, trauma, relationship challenges, and more. They accept most New York Aetna plans and have a sliding scale rates available.
Ready to prioritize your mental health? Schedule a free consultation today at saltrivertherapy.com. That's saltrivertherapy.com. Let Salt River Therapy support you on your journey to well-being. Hi, I'm William,
And I'm Kat.
and this is a dash of info.
Little things you want to know.
Belladonna on a dash of info.
Atropa belladonna, also known as deadly nightshade, devil's herb, or belladonna, is a toxic plant from the nightshade family, which also includes tomatoes, potatoes, and eggplant. Factoid. This plant is native to Europe and Western Asia, but it has spread to parts of Canada, North Africa, and the United States.
The leaves and berries are highly poisonous, containing chemicals called tropane alkaloids.
These toxins, which include atropine, scopolamine, and hyposamine, can cause delirium and hallucinations, but are also used in some medicines. The plant's effects are unpredictable, and physostigmine or pilocarpine can be used as antidotes for poisoning.
You nailed that. Great job. Its berries are larger and more dangerous than those of similar plants and should be avoided due to their toxic nature. The plant looks somewhat like an aubergine, basically purple, with attractive flowers resembling those of tomato and bell-shaped fruits like eggplant.
The common name was popularized by John Gerard in his book published in 1597, replacing the older name Dwall. The scientific name, hyphenated as Atropa belladonna, was given by Carl Linnaeus to highlight the plant's poisonous properties and historical use as a cosmetic. He was referencing the Greek goddess Atropos, who cut the thread of life, and belladonna, meaning beautiful woman in Italian, relating to its cosmetic use in history.
Belladonna has been used for various purposes throughout history, such as medicine, cosmetics, and poison. Ancient use includes treatments for wounds and sleeplessness, as well as dilation of the pupils for cosmetic effects. And you picture those little TY babies with the big eyes.
Right.
The plant has also been associated with historical poisonings, really, like that of Emperor Augustus by his wife, Livia Drusilla.
Probably more than that.
I would say so.
I also think of Puss in Boots from Shrek.
Oh,
Ancient
Antonio
Romans used,
Banderas.
yes. Ancient
Sorry, I
Romans
didn't.
used it to, you're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Ancient Romans used it to kill enemies. The Scots also used it to poison invading troops. The study of its extracts began in the 19th century, leading to the isolation of the active substance atropine by German scientists Friedlib Ferdinand Runge and Heinrich F.G. Main.
Belladonna continues to be a plant of interest due to its potent effects and historical significance. The plant can reach up to 7 feet tall and has oval leaves and bell-shaped purple flowers. Its berries are green, but turn shiny black when ripe.
7 feet tall is really tall
That
for a
is
flowering plant.
humongous. It has to be on some kind of like lattice or something like that.
I think so too. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
These berries are sweet and attract animals like birds that help spread the seeds. Despite the berries being toxic, it has purple flowers and dark berries that look tempting but are dangerously toxic. Eating just a few leaves or berries can be deadly, especially for kids and animals. Even touching leaves can irritate your skin, and swallowing any part of it is unsafe for everyone.
And the purple, that purple is a deep purple, like the color of an eggplant when it's ripe. Just so you know.
Mm.
While highly toxic to humans and many animals, including dogs and cats, some birds can eat the berries without ill effect, and they actually help disperse the seeds in their droppings. Belladonna is sometimes mistaken for the less poisonous black nightshade, but they can be distinguished by their berries and flowers. Blackshade berries are dull and grow in clusters, while belladonna berries are shiny, larger, and grow singularly.
Belladonna flowers are tubular, unlike the star-shaped flowers of the black nightshade. It is native to Europe, North Africa, and parts of Asia. In Britain, it naturally grows in England on chalky soils and open woodlands.
It has been introduced and grown in other regions, including North America and parts of Asia, Australia, often found in shady, moist areas.
Growing belladonna can be challenging due to its hard seed coats that cause seed dormancy. The seeds need specific conditions to germinate and require careful handling to avoid disease.
And
Is
go
that
ahead.
disease for the plant or disease for the people?
I think it's disease for the plant.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, the seeds. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's disease from the seeds from the plant itself. In the United States, belladonna is sometimes found in dietary supplements and over-the-counter cold medicines, often used as an ingredient called atropine. While these products might be safe in small doses, there isn't enough scientific evidence to prove that they really work.
And the FDA doesn't regulate these products very strictly, so some might have contaminants.
Even though belladonna is kind of scary, you've probably used it before without realizing it. It's found in some medications, sold as a supplement, and even used by eye doctors to dilate pupils during eye exams. I did not know that.
Me either.
I thought that was
And I
really
have heard of
interesting.
atropine before and, stuff like that. I just really didn't know what it was for.
Yeah.
So atropine also helps relax muscle spasms and regulate heart rate, while scopolamine, also found in other plants, is better at reducing body fluids like stomach acid and is often used in motion sickness patches.
So I guess it would be like scopolamine
Hmm.
would be like something like what am I looking for here? Oh my gosh.
Like an antacid or a
Yes.
dramamine.
Yes. Well, like an well, both, I guess.
Right.
Hmm. I have to look at it because I take antacid medication. I have to check it out and see if it's in there.
Right.
When combined with other medications like phenobarbital, these chemicals help treat conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, stomach ulcers, Parkinson's disease, motion sickness, and even excessive nighttime urination, which is very helpful for some people.
Right. I can imagine. And I had a ex with IBS, so that was an interesting time.
Mm.
There is also, it's used for conditions like pink eye and spastic colon. So while belladonna is dangerous in its natural form, its chemical compounds have some pretty useful medicinal benefits.
I would say so. You can find belladonna at pharmacies or health food stores. They're often marketed as natural remedies for colds, flu, fever, sore throat, inflammation, joint pain, earaches, and even gout.
That's
Wow.
a wide array of uses.
Yes.
However, just because it's available over the counter doesn't mean it's completely safe. If a doctor prescribes belladonna and you take it as directed, it should be okay. But when it comes to an herbal supplement, there are some risks to consider.
So, like Kat mentioned earlier, the FDA doesn't test um, homeopathic or herbal products for safety or effectiveness, as there's no solid proof that belladonna actually works for the conditions it's advertised for. And I think that deserves a show on all on its own.
The FDA and its regulations.
Yeah, because there's like when it says supplements, we're talking about vitamins too.
Right, right. And there's a lot of
Yes.
vitamins.
Yes.
A lot. Because of its toxicity, it's best to avoid belladonna unless your doctor specifically recommends it. While it has been used in medicine for centuries to dilate pupils, treat motion sickness, and reduce stomach acid, its safety as an over-the-counter supplement is questionable.
Yeah, I thought, and Kat, you picked this one, and I'm going to tell you, I actually found this very interesting.
I am obsessed with herbs and plants and their natural uses because this where we got our first medicines was plants. And
Yeah.
so that's really where big pharma comes from
Well,
initially.
I kind of thought belladonna was one of those things you just stay away from, but we get into it, we find out it has a lot of different medical uses, and it became very interesting. I did not know that potatoes and tomatoes and eggplants were a part of the nightshade family.
I knew about tomatoes and potatoes, but I did not know that eggplants were part of that same family. And now we're going to have to get into those a little bit more. And are they actually good for us or are they not?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
the nightshade family is typically just kind of poisonous, as far as I know.
Well, I think tomatoes would be its own episode, and I know potatoes would be its own episode.
For
Um,
sure.
as potatoes were once guarded, and we're just going
Mhm.
to save that for the episode.
Right.
Uh, yeah, that's
Well,
all I have.
right. Me too. If you would like to support this podcast,
Click the support link in the show notes.
William and I want. Oops. William and I want to thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you.
Join the Facebook group at Info on the Go,
Share with us your show ideas.
or ask us a question.
Subscribe and follow us wherever you get your podcast.
Send us a text using the link in the show notes, or leave a review.
Email us at,
infoonthegopodcast@gmail.com.
and yes, that is all one word. Till next time.
Stay curious.
This Mother's Day, give a gift that is truly special, one that captures memories, preserves love, and lasts for generations.
With Tellmail.ai, you can turn your cherished memories into a timeless keepsake. It's simple. Each call unlocks new chapters, bringing to life the moments, laughter, and wisdom that defines your family's history.
After every conversation, Mel carefully transcribes and edits the stories into beautifully written memoir chapters, which can be shared with your family.
These chapters can be compiled into a stunning hardcover book or a digital keepsake, ensuring that your family's legacy is never lost.
This Mother's Day, give more than just a gift. Give the magic of storytelling, a legacy that will be cherished for generations. Start today at tellmail.ai.